Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jonathan, and to my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends. Welcome back. I got a question from one of you back in one of my last videos about what's the difference between a soulmate, a karmic soulmate, and twin flame connection. And I can guarantee you this, that you most likely have already gone through karmic soulmate relationship and you're not even aware of it. So if you're not sure, stick around to find out. Let's get started. Let's start with the connection that most individuals are aware of. We're talking about the soulmate connection. This is someone that you've had previous lives with. This is someone that's part of your soul family. And out of the three relationships, the soulmate relationship is the easiest by far. And it doesn't mean that it's not going to be as deeply profound as the other relationships. But as far as the life lessons, it's not about learning the life lessons when you're with your soulmate as much as with the twin flame and as the karmic soulmate. It's more about just feeling like you're at home. Just feeling like you can be your complete, authentic self with this person. You can open your heart. You can leave yourself vulnerable without any type of fear. And this relationship is going to have sparks as far as how it takes off. This person is literally going to be the complete opposite of you. If you're introverted, they're going to be extroverted. If you're the type of person who likes to plan things out, who likes to structure things out, this person is going to be adventurous and is going to take you out of your comfort zone for all the right reason. And as time goes on, what's special about these connections? As time goes on, the love that you have for your partner is just going to continue to grow. You're going to continue to admire them more and more. And both, when you connect, both of you, whatever weaknesses you have, it most likely will be their strengths. Therefore, you will both complement each other. And not only this, you will have similar goals as far as how you want to move forward. What is it that you want to experience in life? And this connection is physical and it is emotional. You're going to connect with them at a very deep emotional level. Now, let's talk about the karmic soulmate relationship. The karmic soulmate relationship is going to begin the exact same way soulmate relationships do. It's going to be sparks and fire. But at a certain point during the relationship, as far as the time frame, there's no time frame. But generally, let's say after maybe 2-3 years of being with this individual, the life lessons are going to start to happen. As far as what is it from your past, from your upbringing that needs to be healed? What self-limited belief must be let go of? And this is going to happen at a soul level. Therefore, both parties are not even going to be aware that they are trying to teach this lesson to their partner. And I'm going to give you a real specific example because I want you to really, truly understand at a deep level both sides, as far as both individuals, the lessons that they're going to learn. I'm going to say person number one. Person number one grew up not receiving the love they so rightfully desired. They weren't loved enough. They weren't encouraged enough. They weren't nurtured. They weren't shown any type of affection. Therefore, they had low self-esteem, no confidence, lived out of fear, is an example. And now person number two. Person number two will say, let's say, given this example, their family struggled financially, or else their parents were very frugal when it came to money. Therefore, they were taught growing up, money is hard to come by. You really need to hang on to it as much as possible. Why? Example, why buy something that costs $100 when you can get the cheapest thing that's like $20? This type of upbringing they had, therefore they struggled throughout their lives, many ups and downs as far as financially. So now the two are going to meet up in the most beautiful way, in the most unexpected time. And just like the soulmate relationship, it's going to start off like fire. It's going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to be passionate. You're going to connect with this individual at a very deep level. But then all of a sudden, let's say several years pass by. Now all of a sudden, let's just give an example. One of the two ends up losing their job. Therefore, they start to struggle financially. But person number one, the one that lacked love as a child, was very good with money, was able to bring forth money as this person needed. Therefore, when times got tough, this person number one started to work more and more, brought more money in. But as this was happening, because they were struggling financially, person number two stopped giving the love that they gave to person number one before. There came an imbalance because person number one, that's what person number one was receiving from this person, was receiving the love that they so desperately wanted to have as a child, but now they're receiving it from their partner. So now there's a complete imbalance. As far as financially, there's an imbalance, and then as far as emotional connection, there's a big imbalance. And at this point, the relationship is still savable. This is the turning point right here where you can turn it from a karmic soulmate relationship just into a soulmate relationship. But example, person number one that now has this imbalance as far as the love that they're receiving. This is the moment that they should be gaining this confidence, this self-worth, this self-love, to acknowledge that there's an imbalance and to come forth with their partner and say, listen, here's what I'm willing to tolerate, here's what I expect, and here's what I'm not going to tolerate. Now, what is it that I can provide for you? Therefore, beginning to heal the fact that this person didn't receive the love as a child, beginning to heal this and beginning to rebalance out the relationship. And now with the person, as far as finances, that person stepping forth and opening up to about the struggles they've had financially and saying, listen, I really need the help. Can you please help me figure this out? Can we work together to fix all this as far as our finances? But the majority of the time this doesn't happen. The majority of the time the two are just going to split up. But it's after you've gone through the purging process, after you've healed, that you're going to start to learn these lessons. And that's the thing with these karmic relationships. Not everyone is going to learn a lesson. Not both of the parties are going to learn the lessons. The majority of the time it is just one of the two. So look back at your relationships and look at, has there been a common theme between 2, 3, 4 partners in a row? And if there has, these are karmic soulmates, because karmic soulmates are not meant to stay permanently in our lives. They can if you work through everything, but the majority of the time is they're here to bring forth a lesson, teach us something, and then go on their way. So look at your past relationship. If you see a common theme happening 2, 3 times in a row, well, that's something that needs to be healed. That's some self-limited belief that needs to be let go of. And what this is doing is, by having the courage to gain the understanding of what that relationship was all about as far as the life lessons, you're not going to have to relive those lessons because you've learned them. And now you're going to be able to bring forth someone that's going to be the happily ever after. Now let's talk about the twin flame connection. This is the ultimate connection. As far as twin flames, you only have one. Your soul at the beginning of time was split into 2. And you've had previous lives with your twin flame. And whenever you were here on earth and they weren't here as far as in physical being, they've always been part of your spiritual team. Right now, you're able to connect with your twin flame, whether they are here physically or just here to support you spiritually. So open up to them. But I want to talk about in depth as far as the connection that you're going to have. Here's how it's going to start. One of the two must be starting to serve their highest purpose. One of the two must be working towards their highest purpose. One of the two must be awakened in order to bring forth this connection. And what's incredibly powerful about this connection is the healing that you're going to receive from your partner. And what's going to end up happening, give you an example. Person number one is awakened and is beginning to serve their highest purpose. So right now, technically, if they're serving their highest purpose, they are in the divine masculine energy the majority of the time. Okay? But whenever they're going to meet their twin flame, because their twin flame possibly isn't awakened or isn't as advanced as they are on their journey, there's going to be a shift as far as the energy. The more awakened individual is going to step into the divine feminine energy to allow healing to come forth to the other partner, and the other partner is going to be in the divine masculine. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. This is exactly how it's going to happen. And the majority of individuals, when you say twin flame relationship, the majority of individuals, one of the first thing that comes up is runner chaser scenario, and this does happen frequently. Whereas the most awoken out of the two will try to help heal the other individuals. And not only this, the love is so powerful that all these emotions are going to be coming up. Therefore, the other individual, the one in the divine masculine energy, it is going to scare them off. And that's why it's extremely important to be very emotionally mature when it comes to this twin flame connection, to be incredibly understanding, to have compassion, and not only this, to be patient. And it is only when both parties have gone through the deep healing, as far as the person that's less awakened, that's in the divine masculine, that maybe should be in the divine feminine energy, it's only when they've gone through this incredible purge, they've healed at an extremely deep level, that's when, as far as the person number one that's more awakened, that's when they'll step back into the divine masculine energy, and an example, his partner will step into the divine feminine energy. But it's just a matter of getting through that stage. It's a matter of being patient, being open, and truly being able to communicate. Because what's going to end up happening, it is going to be sparks from the start. It is going to be an incredibly intense, loving relationship, which is going to bring forth all these different emotions. But at a certain point, you're going to start triggering. Example, one of the two will start triggering the other to allow them to bring up certain things that they're not even aware of that they need to heal. And that's where this emotional maturity comes forth. Therefore, if you've gone through a karmic soulmate relationship, you most likely have healed at such a deep level that now you're becoming more emotionally mature. You're preparing yourself for this relationship if your twin flame is here in physical form. And what's important to remember, if any of you right now are in a twin flame relationship and you are the chaser, stop chasing. Stop chasing and instead just send love to your partner. Just continue to wish them well, because trust me, they might have split off, they might have ran off, but they're never going to feel a connection like they have with you. But chasing them is just going to push them away more. Therefore, taking a step back, continuing to do more and more of what it is that you're passionate about, continuing to raise up your vibration, because that's the thing with the twin flame connection. It's not up to the person with the highest vibrational frequency to lower theirs. It's up to them to work with their partner in order to allow their partner to raise their vibrations. And once you've managed to heal, once you manage to come back as far as reuniting, that is when you're going to start to truly work on your life purpose. Because this connection, as much as it's about two individuals loving each other, it's truly about how is it that they're going to serve. It's truly about combining their vibrational frequencies together to help the collective, to help raise the vibration of the overall collective. That was just a brief description of the 3 different types of relationship. No matter which type of relationship you're in, try to see the life lessons that you're meant to learn. Try to see what is supposed to come up. What are you able to heal in order to strengthen that bond between the two of you? And if you've gone through heartache, same relationship, time after time, really look back what was meant to be learned. And not only this, stop comparing your old relationships to what it is that you want to bring forth. Let go of those self-limited beliefs and let go of even any types of thought as I don't want to attract this type of person, because that's exactly who you're going to attract. Instead, put the focus on exactly what your heart truly desires. What is it that you're looking for in a partner? Continue to put that out there And that is what you're going to bring forth. And whether it's a soulmate or a twin flame, it is going to be this beautiful connection that's going to be physical, emotional, and spiritual. You just have to be open to receiving this love. And that the only way you're going to do this is by continuing to raise your vibration, bringing forth more and more self-worth, self-love, confidence, stepping out of that comfort zone for all the right reasons, becoming the most authentic version of yourself. And next thing you know, love of your life is going to come into your life in the most beautiful, unexpected way. Well, that's going to do it for the video. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.